Okay. Last session, after successfully taming two bears, the party went back to New Haven, where you turned in the quest. Moses got registered as a tamer so that her bears would not be attacked on sight. You then picked up a second quest after resting, where you hunt a pack of wolves that had been getting close. Upon finding the you noticed that they had seemingly been infected by some kind of parasite and controlled by an aberrant. After defeating, took it apart and got the face plate that had the root, which Gary became uh, attached to. He is now carrying it around with him. After bringing news of your success back to the guild hall and showing them what the runes looked like and such, uh, causing a bit, causing the receptionist to freak out a bit. You guys split up. Uh, Gary going to the library to try to figure out what these runes, learn more about aberrations, if possible. The rest of you went around, uh, selling the meat that you got from the aberrant wolf. Chunk, the orc chef that you were taught by uh, at the academy, and getting the armor plating from the aberrant wolf attached to the armor that was being made for Gary. Then you guys went up to meet up with Gary at the library. Turn to now. Gary,
I,
after finishing up looking at these books that you found, you see your companions walking up to you.
It's the right notes. Okay.
Mr. Dead Tree Lover, what'd you find? Any good information? Any information yet? You know we've been searching everywhere and anywhere but here for you because we don't want to be here. So, how's the books going?
He still has a troubled look. We may have a problem.
What? Did that thing infest you too? Now you have a parasite in your mouth, and now I need to like take that out with my bare hands to still kind of jump up on the table and to kind of go to open his face, but not actually touching his face, just like peering into his
That's
mouth.
that's not the problem. The problem is being where it came from.
Moses, since you jumped up on the table, you feel a ethereal hand grab you by the scuff of your neck and put you back on the floor. As you see a librarian just glaring at you for a moment before continuing on her walk.
Now, if I may explain what I have found and the fact that there's more questions than answers, the aberrations are from the astral sea, and thus there could be more of them. There might not be. Who knows? I don't. No one seems to know, and there's little known about them. People don't usually go looking for them, but what I could find was that they are extremely deadly, highly intelligent, usually telepathic, and some form of eldritch horror. As for the rune, there's nothing. And I mean nothing about it.
Nothing, like not a zero, like not a
I
nothing.
compared it to as many runes as I could and looked into others and any form of structure that I could or anything, and there's nothing about it.
There's nothing in this.
So either this place doesn't have a book on it, or it just is lost. and we might never know.
Or hear me out. It doesn't exist and we should get rid of it, and then it's no longer. It's a poof, gone, magic gone. Poof.
If that's how it worked, things would be a lot less problematic.
So it causes problems.
You're cursed, aren't you?
Because, as you can see, it clearly does exist.
You cursed, aren't you, Gary?
What?
I said, you're cursed, aren't you?
You already know that.
You cursed.
Long story for a different time.
You're not gonna blight like my fields or my animals or kill them, slaughter them, or hurt myself or them or anything like that, right? You're not like that type
Unless,
of cursed?
unless my own headaches and pain can be transfused to others, no.
If I find out you give a headache to my cow, Daisy will never forgive you.
You just
That means I'll never forgive you. You should
kind of
kind of
sigh slightly. That's look. My own curse has nothing to do with this. This is something different. I can't find anything on these runes, and that might be a problem because I don't know what it does.
Well, I say you get rid of it.
Think that's a smart idea? Do you
Well,
really think that's a smart idea?
he seems very, very attached to it. So I think getting rid of his compulsive obsession with his object could do some harm to Gary. We don't like it. We don't want it gone. But it is here. You do have a solid point there. It's not going to randomly magically disappear, and who will want it anyway? So, how about you take some dead bark, dead trees, my goodness, and start being a journalist like everybody else in these books that have nothing to do with anything besides dead trees.
He gestures to the small journal that he's been writing in about what he's found about this symbol and the plate and aberrations.
Moses is very observant, but she's not very observant, okay?
I will make sure to write down what I can find about things so that way we can always resort and look back to it later. But for now, we would have to go elsewhere.
Have you written down like the most basic things? Like how does it taste? How does it feel? How does it look? Does it stink a bit? And
Yeah,
Moses will
Gary,
kind of sniff the big thing.
how's it taste, Gary? Give it a lick.
If you sniff
No.
the plate, it smells like nothing. Like, you think it might smell like metal, but you don't. If this thing has a scent, you do not recognize it.
I have a question for you. Would you lick a random brick you found in the forest?
Yes. You need to know what the dirt tastes like to be able to see if it's good soil or bad soil. So yeah, probably lick it. Lick it, Gary. You like it? Lick it. Lick it. Lick it. Lick it.
Well, you know what they say, right? When a problem comes along, you've got to lick it.
It's for
He just
observation thingies. Yes,
he
for
looks
the
at
book.
both of you in a deadpan look. I'm not licking the plate.
Ebony, make him lick it.
Hey, hey, Gary, make a wisdom save.
No.
One.
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 You feel the compulsion to do what they say and lick it.
No, he would do everything not to lick it because you don't know what could be on the fucking plate. It could be diseased.
But it's for research purposes. You have to.
That's not how research is done. I'm
Research,
not trying to get you to
research,
lick it.
research. Lick it.
You want it to be licked? Lick it yourself.
But I don't like it.
Then
It's
why do you want me to lick it?
because you love it. And you need to write it down for the book, and the book will tell other people not to lick it or to lick it. I don't know. But it's for other people's research. Come on, Gary. Take one for the team. And if you're poisoned, it's okay. You're poisoned.
He takes a very deep breath, closes the books that he had open, and then puts the plate back in his bag. There's nothing else we can learn here. Let's go.
What? You could
Fred
learn
tapped him on the
something
shoulder.
by licking it.
Never know. It could taste like chocolate.
Do you want to lick it?
I don't even want to hold it.
Then why do you want me to lick it?
It's your project.
And that's not how science is done.
I beg to differ.
Well then, you can do science your own way.
Did they find out the taste of minerals somehow?
How'd you know that salt tastes like salt until you licked it? Then it's salty,
Just-
then it made your mouth pucker, and then it wasn't so good. But
He just
now we
takes
know
his
not to
hand
lick
and
salt.
bats an arm at you guys and just starts walking away.
Fred chuckles.
So,
Walks
wh-
with them.
where are y'all going now? It is
What
probably
time
close
is
to
it?
5 p.m. right?
Probably to
Go
get
look at the
food
quest
if
board.
we eat. Or that too.
So, sorry, it was get food and what was the other thing?
Look at the quest board first.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go
You,
quest
you,
board
you
first
guys
and get
both know that at least one of your sets of armor will be done tomorrow. So, yes.
And we have to go collect the big wolf bounty. She said come back tomorrow morning.
Yes.
Yes.
So if you want, you could wait till tomorrow morning. That,
But of course I wasn't told what the armor thing.
Still not yet.
Yeah, still not.
so. Do you all head to the guild hall, or
How peckish does everybody look?
I mean, just because we pick up a quest now doesn't mean we have to start it now.
Go outside and try and find our own food today. Be like survivors and things like that, you know. That'll be kind of cool instead of eating some stuff from here in Chunk. And I don't know if he'll actually use that like forbidden meat thing that I gave him. And that kind of makes me worried to eat at any restaurants where Chunk works at. I really don't want to eat that. I'll go harvest some berries later. And I'll feed us all. I'll make us a good berry dinner.
so does the party want to eat the good berry dinner, or do they want to go to the tavern?
I want meat.
Or
I mean, I thought we were just gonna go to a tavern. It doesn't cost that much for food, does it?
No, it depends on the kind of meal you're.
Just a simple meal.
Bill 2 silver at a tavern.
I'm good with that. I don't know what everyone else wants to do because I couldn't tell what they said.
Moses is upset that Ood wants a good berry dinner. Moses will spend the 2 gold and eat with everyone else. Yeah.
It's not that he doesn't want a good berry dinner. It's more that he just wants a simple meal, not one that needs a lot of effort put into it right now.
Anybody who wants to eat the tavern for a simple meal, just mark off 2 silver and you get a bowl of stew.
Ooh, what kind of stew?
Stewie stew.
When you ask what kind of stew it is, they just say meat. It is an, and he just says meat stew.
Best
They do
kind of
not seem to specify.
best kind of stew is
It
meat stew.
whatever it is, it tastes like chicken.
tastes like chicken.
By the time y'all get your food and finish, it is getting dark outside. It is probably around 6 p.m., 6:30 now. Like to head to the guild hall?
I would.
Okay.
Yeah, I would go with you. Got nothing else to do.
We're up for an adventure. Up for an adventure.
So
This is warm, filled with soup and deliciousness. She's eager to go pick up another quest.
you guys go to the guild hall after only been gone up for, and you head in. It seems like unless you wanted to take the Flame Ape quest, there are no other quests to take on given time. There's nothing
Well,
that wasn't there before. Uh,
guess
the
we're getting that playmate quest.
in a couple hours, receptionist that was there before is not there right now. It seems busy doing whatever it is that they had to do after quest. Place actually seems rather empty. Like there's like a couple adventuring parties here, but nowhere the amount that there was last.
Well, you will pull down the playmate quest and go up to the counter. Is there a bell?
There are other receptionists there. It's just guys have been
Ah,
talking to.
well, he will
So
go.
are we really sure that we want to do that, Fred? Tomorrow morning they might have more quests, and if we're not in a rush, there might be an urgent quest tomorrow morning that comes out.
People
This
need
one's been
help
up
when they
there
need
for a
help.
while. I think it's gotten pretty urgent.
Yeah, and it seems no one's been able to get it done.
That's fair. Flame apes are kind of scary
Maybe.
in a way, I guess. Very, very flamey. But nothing we can't handle. Maybe they would make a good soup. Or stew. Stew too. They'll both probably be very delicious. Hopefully they don't throw their dung at us. As Moses is kind of giggly as for trying to think of all the ways that the flame apes could pose annoyances. Is it more flamey, or if they're more apey, or if they're a mixture between the two? Probably a mixture between the two concerning their name, but
Guys,
I'm hoping that they're actually not kind of deep.
do you take the quest up to the receptionist?
I do.
Okay. The have a male wood elf behind the counter. Take that one.
We do.
I don't know, do we?
Been up there
Yeah.
for a while. Nobody seemed interested. Don't
Can only take
know
one at a
the not to know how many are there now, or you know the general area they could last seen if they're could be more dangerous. Really easy if they've how just attacking each other. Apes are unpredictable. Yes, if about a day trip away. He pulls out a map and he points out the map.
Hmm.
All right.
That's kind of a little bit in the woods, isn't it? Maybe they're just protecting their nest just like the tusk bears were. And she'll kind of just glare over to the elf real quick and just gurr her eyes.
They they would be a lot more violent if that was the case. They aren't really all that doing all that much. Quest is mostly up there. Make sure not to become over her.
So if any herd is out of the line, we push it back in the herd, and if it doesn't want to go back in the herd, it is gone. Survival of the fittest?
Do you want to take the quest?
He hands the quest over to the guy.
Okay,
Yeah.
Who?
what a day. This quest does not necessarily have a end date that you would get done there and hope it's done before it becomes dangerous.
Oh, in that case, we'll leave in the morning.
Sounds like a solid plan. We can get the armor then as well. Green
It
light
was
where?
me pointing, but it's
Oh,
gone now.
it is not gone.
Oh, it moved over there somehow.
There you go. Now it's gone.
Luck on this quest. It is rather late today. Back and he's got a book desk. Somebody else
All right.
lining up.
Let's go get some sleep.
And our armor should be ready tomorrow, and it's gonna be a good start to the morning. And then after the morning, we go kill some flame apes, and then we come back, and then I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna do something, and it's gonna be fun. But I am tired, so someone carry me to bed, please, because that soup is really hitting the bottom of my stomach now, and I feel like going to sleep.
Okay.
Uh,
Maybe
well,
we should do some exploring of the city. That could be fun. Maybe we can find some secret ruins underneath the city and find out the deepest, darkest secrets.
Didn't you just say you were tired?
But there's always time to go explore.
I'm going to bed.
No.
You all spend the night at a inn.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll show it off.
Okay, that's 2 silver. Silver per.
Okay, Durf.
So after your long rest, assuming staying in the same, did you guys go to the same place that you had stayed in prior?
Yeah.
You guys spent after waking up. You guys, you guys head straight to the armor plate.
Yep.
Hmm?
Okay, you go to the blacksmith where you see the Goliath opening up shop pretty early in the morning. The first set of armor is done. That's up. The other sets will take some more time. Be ready tomorrow.
All right. Sounds good. I
What? I thought they
appreciate
were
it.
both going to be ready today.
Oh.
Your friends decided they wanted to add some stuff to the other set of armor. It'll be done tomorrow.
Or protect Mary.
Gotcha.
Mosey's is just sitting there with a big, huge grin on her face, just waiting for the head pat to say thank you. And she's still waiting. As Gary's like taking the hint.
I mean,
Gary, the least you could do is tell me thank you.
what?
It was
I made
Mosey's
it all
idea.
pretty and nice for you.
Ah. Well, one, thank you, but you didn't have to.
But now look at my armor. Isn't it so cool? And she kind of grabs it from the counter and just raises up and shows Gary and says, "Come on, it'll fit on me perfectly. Just look." And then she tries to put the leather armor on herself now. Isn't it pretty? Doesn't it fit perfectly? Are you so happy for me? I know I'm so happy. Look at it. Look. And to know we killed it with our bare hands. Isn't it cool, Ebony? Ebony!
I don't know how to respond.
Technically, we use weapons and
But
magic.
let's get going then. Don't want to crowd his business.
Yep, we've got a trip to make.
You don't look so glum. Yours is gonna be ready tomorrow, but come on. Look at me shine. It's so hard and it's so nice that she kind of taps on her chest.
It's not being glum, it's not knowing how to respond to what you're saying.
Why? Are you still half asleep, Gary?
No, you just talk a million times per second. It's hard to follow.
Or are you just too slow to understand? See, Hootie understands me perfectly. Feathers can too. Feathers is kind of a slow talker, though. And too, oh, I hide on my perch.
Feathers just ignores.
Hold on, let's get on. They'll turn to leave.
Oh, should we tell him that we should be back in like 2 or 3 days, just in case, so he doesn't sell your armor on you, because we're going out a days away, and then it's gonna take a day to come back?
He said he keeps them 5 days before
That's
Okay,
after completion.
you guys have some time.
perfect.
Do you guys go to the guild hall?
Don't need to. Do
We
we?
need to pick up the
Yeah, we need to
Abergulf.
pick up the
Oh,
True. Okay, we'll stop by the guild hall on our way out.
Okay. As you get back into the guild hall, it is slightly busier than night as people return from their. No new quests have been posted on the yet. Fairly early. But the receptionist is back and seems to have been waiting for you. Uh, as she has a sack on the counter. Go up, she is good. See you guys back. It is a bit more than I expected it to be, but it is very well earned. This for defeating the aberrant, or at least expected, been given 25 gold.
Hmm.
Uh, much more rare than we expected it. The variant. Head and take that. And she says she looks at Ebony, and she pulls out a package. This is not necessarily something. But if you find yourself going to the area, seeing as you have some connection, you guys ever to your
Oh,
Of course. And
Moses'
she would
eyes
take the package.
will just open and say, "You have parents?"
Yes, Moses, don't you?
Well, kind of. I was kind of raised in a tribe of like a lot of people and like a little small little town. You know, the crazy kooky grandma and all those people and all the animals. The animals love me. The people not so much. They kind of looked at me very strange and very tall compared to me anyway. I like the little kids though, but the little kids really didn't like me either. They were always told to stay away from me. I don't know what to respond with that, but I got along great with the animals. The animals are great.
Okay.
so After receiving those two things, out on your quest to fight the flame ape.
Yes.
Yeah.
Information of the flame apes do we have? Like, is it are we gonna get a? Is there any information of the reward for killing the flame apes, or it's just something to do?
It is 1 gold per.
Aye.
And you know what flame apes are because you were taught about them in the anatomy class. They are a fairly common monster in this part of the world, uh, especially in forests. They are. They don't look all that different than they did before. The wave of magic mutated many animals. They do seem a bit smarter, and they have uh the ability to create fire. Uh, but they don't use it in anything but hitting things. So they seem to have stopped using tools for the most part and just hit things, and that's just about it. They
You
are
said smart.
while they are somewhat smarter, they don't that intelligent very much
Ah,
outside of basic
that,
tactics.
so they got smarter and don't know how to use it.
Yes, you might think that you might assume that because their hands are now on fire, using tools has been slowed. They can't,
But good point.
wave around sticks if the sticks are constantly.
Sure they can.
You all head out on your quest.
Yeah.
Moses is ready to go.
After about a day of travel and having one rest in between, since it is getting late by the time you would get there, unless you want to attack them at night.
Did you have flaming hands?
You'd like to
Actually, yeah,
attack them
you're
at night.
right.
Um,
They would have. They would technically have a harder time seeing us because the light from their flaming hands would ruin their night vision, their natural night vision.
But can you see in the night?
I can.
As long as I'm not blinded and it's not pitch black, yeah.
But you can't see in the dark?
Because of the moon.
They might lure us into trees, and the trees means you can't see because there's even more shadows. But I guess you could see them by their hands, so you would have to aim for their flames. And maybe
Let,
it'll light your things on fire
let's
so
do
they
it in the
take even
morning.
more damage.
Okay.
If it means this all stops, then yeah, I'll do it in the morning.
So you, but my eyes, they're pretty good in the dark. I could watch you while you sleep and you wouldn't even know I'm there.
That's creepy.
No, it's honest, and I've done it before.
That's stalking.
Well, you're stuck with me now, aren't you? 'Cause we're the dream team. Isn't that right, Emily? We watch each other sleep all the time.
You do?
Well,
I'm
duh.
gonna
That's
go
how I
find
know
a
you
hollowed
toss
out
and
tree.
turn.
So you all have your long rest. With the wolf gone and the bears not a threat and anything, relatively calm. Throughout your watches, you don't really come across much. Uh, but next morning, if you wish, a stealth check as you get close to the area. Party, uh,
Nice.
I guess it's an 18. No.
18, 18, 23. Just one more left.
I have disadvantage.
19.
50?
Does Ebony have disadvantage on stealth?
No, she has no armor on, so she would not have disadvantage.
Because you rolled at a disadvantage. So 19. 18, 18, 23, 19. Y'all are fairly stealthy. Definitely more stealthy than any of their passive perceptions.
I'm not wearing armor. I would hope I'm stealthy.
I have armor.
Y'all will be coming in from this direction.
Jumping that one more time.
The top left corner.
Oh. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a fuzzy. Fuzzy Wuzzy had some parents before we killed them. Fuzzy Wuzzy HP is 15.
See 9 apes out in the middle of a spot of the forest that seems to have been trampled down and burned. There are several what look like tiny nests like situations that the apes are like around, or some of them are sitting in. There are like little like campfire type structures on the ground. They don't seem to notice you, and they don't seem to be all that active at the like. You see a couple of them like slapping the ground for whatever reason, but yeah, they don't seem to be.
There's
Okay.
quite a bit of them.
Well, let me start this off with a zap then.
Going to attack them.
This one back here is gonna get shot with an eldritch blast.
Okay. Uh, After that attack,
Well, wouldn't it be at advantage?
yes, it is.
You're hidden.
It 13 did hit. That's 6 damage. This ape,
Yep, the one all the way in the back.
and you see them starting to out.
Where'd that come from?
Oh, they rolled.
Initiative.
Everybody.
Yep.
Hey, Moses, are up. The apes started to freak out and cause a commotion.
I'm being attacked in person. Oh. As they're freaking out, do I have the sense that they know where it came from? Or
The one that got hit probably does.
okay. Moses will move. That's 25 feet. That 30 feet. So she is still underneath the trees. Is she? Okay, sorry. I'm trying to math here. I guess it doesn't really matter. Moses is going to cast Entangle. It is a range of 90 feet, and it is a 20-foot square. Ooh, there, 40 here. As she is going to make the weeds and vines grow up and try and make it difficult terrain and entangle them.
Okay, you're doing that on the campfire?
Yeah, because it'll light on fire and it'll burn them, right?
It'll also immediately end this.
True.
Yeah.
Okay. Here then.
Okay.
Yeah, because they'll probably be more immune to fire than anything, logically speaking. Do you want me to leave that square there? I can't make it stay there like that.
I'll just.
Okay.
Okay. They need to make strength check. Strength save.
Yeah, a strength saving throw or be restrained.
They are not
Oh.
restrained.
That's sad.
Seems strength is their height. Acts.
Okay, well,
These
it'll
things
still
are
count
about
as
the size
difficult
of.
terrain.
These things are about the size of a gorilla.
So would they be large creatures?
No.
Okay. Okay. Well, that is my movement. That is my action. So that is going to be it for me.
Okay. Gary.
Well, I'm gonna move. I'm still hidden from these guys, yeah?
Yes.
Do I have to make a stealth check to be able to move and stay hidden, or am I
As
just
long as
hidden?
that you are hidden until you attack. Until you go out in the open.
Okay, then we're gonna avoid going out into like that open spot and stay in the brush line here. And that from here, just trying to get a feel for distances, because I can only hit one at a time, and well, I don't like these odds. So we're gonna change the game. I'm gonna cast. We're casting anything. Oh, I guess if it's got verbal, then yeah.
If you do something against the apes, you will not be getting it.
Oh, so I can still cast like a spell on myself and be fine. In that case, I'm gonna cast this on myself. I have +4, which is nothing. And I'll hold my turn here. We'll just chill.
Ebony.
All right, so let's see here. All right, I was just looking at the battlefield and how it changed real quick. Hmm. So, all right. Ebony is going to move forward to right there. And then That's what I thought. Feathers is going to yeah, that's what I thought. Come clear down to this ape down here. And nope. Okay, good. Ebony is going to cast magic missile on the ape that Feathers is in front of. So that is 1, 2, 3. And then Feathers is going to do a talon attack on that same ape. A 16 to hit
It does hit.
and 7 slashing.
This ape looks extremely.
And that is my turn.
Hey. The apes now all freak out and seem to know where the attacks are coming from. You see 4 come out of the fort. Been hiding there. Everyone able to get this close, so one attack against. Is this Fuzzy or.
This is Wuzzy.
Hey, was get 2 missed attacks. Coming at it.
Ouchie to
So-
both.
That is.
Oh,
19 of damage. That's exactly the amount of HP it has.
gone again.
And then attacks against the eagle. Eight damage. And I believe the eagle is down.
I'm sorry. What was that?
The eagle has been downed, I believe.
How much damage?
It took 8 from the first attack against it, and then another 7.
Yeah, the eagle is gone. The eagle went poof.
The
This
poof.
one's coming at you. On you,
Just like
Amy,
my tusk there.
the attacks.
Okay.
16.
Both hit.
That is 13 damage from the first attack, and then 8 from the second.
My goodness, do they hit hard?
Yeah.
That is 21 total damage. Yes?
Yes.
Then Ebony's down.
Okay. Character down. HP.
You say that like you're trying to bring us down.
I'm done.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That monkey rolled max damage on one of the attacks, so the other apes can't get close yet. Fred. You're up.
Bonus action. I'm gonna bring up Fred's sheet. Going to bring up mouse keeps up clicking it over here. I'm gonna expend 3 dice to get some health to Ebony.
Back up to
And then I'm going to Eldritch Blast someone that's in front of her.
okay. Kill.
Okay. I'm done.
Okay. Moses, you're up.
Moses is very worried now. Moses does not have any friends nearby. So go to the one closest to it and try and find there. Okay, never mind, I take that back, sorry. She will kind of make a blowing motion in her hand, and she will try and poison spray the ape that's right in front of her. So it is a DC 13 con save. And it takes none. Okay. And she will move up here, and she'll try and protect her people the best she can. 15 feet, and that'll be her turn.
Okay. Gary, you're up.
Well then, these things are problematic. That one. Yeah, it is advantage. There we go. That's an 18 hit. Alright, cool. And for 8 cold damage. Anyways, hi and bye.
Hey. Ebony, you're up.
Okay, so Ebony is going to stand up and at this monkey here is going to is going to throw a chromatic orb acid type at it.
Which one?
This one.
Okay.
15 to hit.
Does hit.
That's 12 acid damage.
It dies. Body starts melting.
Okay. That is her turn.
Okay. The ape's turn. Dang it. That is one attack against Fred. Attacks against X. 18 hits, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
That is another max damage punch. Okay, they're rolling. There's 13 damage. Okay. That's attacks against hit.
I will use a reaction to absorb some of those elements of fire.
Okay, so yeah, you would only take half of the fire damage. So only subtracting 1 fire damage.
Well,
That 9 plus 16 damage. Attack fiance. 12 hits, doesn't it?
Yes, the 12 hits.
That is 8 points of damage. Ape's turn. Fred, you're up.
Bonus action. First, gonna use his last 2 dice on him. Take back 8. And then he is going to swing his blade at 8. That's the roll. Four.
That hits.
10 or 8 damage.
Damage, it looks hurt. Bloody.
I'm done.
Oh, is this? Oh.
what's this turn? Okay, so I know my crook has a reach of 10 feet, but how would that work with pack tactics? When an ally is within 5 feet of that enemy that you're attacking, you have advantage. So if I were to attack that bloody one, I would still have my advantage, right?
Yes, because 5 feet.
Okay. So I will sweeping crook at that one. I have advantage on it, and it will probably take an extra 1d6 of the fire damage. But I'm assuming it has freaking immunity
It
to
hits.
that. But D6. Fire.
They are resistant to the fire, so they are killed with that 7 damage. So
And then Moses will probably have to heal herself with healing word and try and regain some of her HP. 2. 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. Okay, perfect. She is no longer bloodied, but that is her bonus action, and that is it for Moses.
Gary, you are up. See 2 monkeys are coming after you.
That's fine. I just gotta remember the range of a certain spell. Ah, perfect! Where's the spot again? Okay.
So I'm gonna go here and then
Straight this way. I'm gonna be casting Arctic Breath. So I need dex
Dex.
saves. 11 and 11 fail. 17 passes. For it is 2d8. 10 cold damage. 5 for the. And from
Half.
there. Oh, and the ones who failed, have their speed reduced by 10 feet until the end of their next turn.
That's where you're ending your.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Ebony.
All right. So she moves to the left of to bring her into line with these two apes. And then she is going to let loose with her breath weapon.
Okay.
So I need a DC 12 dex save. And they
Fail.
both fail. So they take 10 points of acid damage.
Buddy.
Nice.
And that's my turn.
Hey. Now the ape's turn.
This looks like it's about to hurt.
I mean, if we all stand 4 next to each other, then we can never be flanked, technically. Oh, that shouldn't be in.
So this is 4 attacks coming against Gary.
Go for it.
15 hit.
15 hits.
It hits.
Yeah.
That is 9 damage.
That pops through that, and that goes down to 19. Okay.
This attacks against Red. Ouch. Okay.
16.
Yep, 6 damage.
I was exactly at 16.
Shit.
Like Gary is down to 0.
What? I'm not down. Huh?
Gary, sorry. Is only 2 of the apes are actually attacking them. The other ones were trying to go after. But didn't have enough attacks against.
3 of them hit because my AC is 12.
That's not good. That's a lot of damage.
1, 2.
Still have
1, 2, 3,
resistance to
4,
the
5,
fire.
6, 7. No, I don't. End at the end of my turn.
Oh yeah. Credit has. Okay.
So Moses is also down.
still have actions. I didn't do that many yet.
Not yet.
Attacks against. What's that?
3 hit.
It hits.
Don't even bother. She's down.
Red, do you want to the exhaustion?
Oh. I will use a cure wounds on myself.
Okay, so I believe that's
Really.
Yes, that's an action.
Oh.
Well, -4 to everything you do, but at least you're up. That's all.
is that your turn?
Yep.
Hey, back up. Moses gets points of exhaustion in exchange for an action or action.
So to be able to cast an action, I'll have 4 points of exhaustion, right?
Yes, bonus action is to
And 4 points of exhaustion means what per
minus
per
4
se?
everything.
So -4 to attacks, -4. It's like
Yes.
okay.
You have healing word with the constitution.
But I know Fred has some healing spells. I have some healing spells. Gary kind of has healing spells. Ebony does not. I'm gonna take the chance with 4 points of exhaustion, as I'm going to try and make sure that everyone around me sleeps it off.
Okay.
D. Starts with the lowest and then counts down.
I'm going to say this does not affect your allies. Okay, could you fine.
That's a good roll.
For some reason, it's still. Roll. Why are you lagging? On roll, honey. Why are you doing?
Quick intermission because roll 20 is being slow. You know, I know I could have healed myself or Ebony and got one more person back into the fight, but I'm like, if I can take out at least 4 or 5 of the apes, I feel like that would have been a good middle
5
ground.
aren't gonna go down. You managed to make and this.
Okay.
So, is that your turn?
Yeah. Roll a death save or whatever.
Yep, roll death save. Fail.
That's a fail.
Gary.
Alright, so I'm gonna do probably the only thing I can really do, and I'm gonna step up here. And from here, Chris, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but this does pass through almost all of them there for a beam.
Oh, you can
Yeah?
get an angle, so it does.
It wouldn't hit the last one.
That's fine. The last one's asleep. I don't care. I want to hit everything else. And I want to hit it, hopefully, so hard they all die. So let's hope so, because, like, this is the best way I can hit multiple enemies.
Okay, so that is.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but one of them automatically fails if they're asleep.
That only hits. Wait, no, 5. Never mind. Yeah. Said next save.
Yes. The last one takes 12 damage because they're asleep, so they automatically fail.
The one right in front of you seems to dodge it. And
I couldn't care less. I'd rather them be near me and angered to me than my people that are down.
guys. Takes 6. No, that one failed. Now look at failed. Okay. That your turn?
And from here, I am going to then move. And I'm aware that I'm going to have opportunity attacks taken against me, but that's part of the risk. This way. So go ahead, give me my opportunity attacks against me. Miss, that's a hit.
9 damage.
Shatters that, does 6 to here, 13, that's okay, keep going.
Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Hey, Ebony. Do you want to gain exhaustion, change for an action or action?
What is the max amount of exhaustion points you can have before you're like
10.
dead?
9 before you're dead, 10 kills you, right?
Yes.
I am going to say yes. And the one that's not asleep in front of me, this one over here, she's going to reach out and grab its leg and apply shocking grasp to it. That definitely hits. So 4 lightning.
For not sleeping.
Correct.
Okay. Definitely looking very hurt. Reaction.
I need to. add that in. Give me 1 second. Where
all
is...
minus
Right. I've got to find that to turn it on. Where is that?
That saves by default. It's just straight underneath your HP.
No,
Essentially.
I mean the exhaustion calculator.
You don't
I mean,
use it.
you could just roll it and then subtract 4 from your result.
Yeah, don't use the exhaustion calculator built into because it uses base 5e.
Okay. All right, so there is that.
Because of the
Failure.
minus 4, that is a
Okie dokie.
hey. Apes. Thankfully, some of them are asleep. They're not gonna double tap. So these two, one of these gets an attack of opportunity. Red.
Oh yeah, he's getting whackered.
Because they're going after me, yeah? Good, let them come after me. Get them away from the others so they can, you know.
That's an 18 to hit for 7 radiant damage.
Yep, it is now looking.
Thank you.
Probably gonna be the last thing I do.
Are you bloodied?
Oh, oh yeah. Well, barely not bloody.
Okay, same! I don't have Arcane Ablation though to protect me because that shattered on my turn.
Not down. Okay, so that is
4 against me. And 6 against him.
Jesus Christ.
Well, 3 hit. And I'm down. That last hit alone is enough damage to put me down.
okay. No. And the next few attacks against red.
Which is, what, 6?
They only have a. Why do they hit so often?
Because they're hitting twice each and there's so fucking many of them! It's the rule of large numbers!
Red's back down again.
I physically don't have anything left, Chris, to deal with this, by the way.
They do not double tap. So all of you have been knocked unconscious.
The only thing I could potentially have would be to try and just use every bit of energy I could to just somehow cause a ton of damage, but I can't. Or at least I don't think I can.
So, as you've all been knocked unconscious, and they are not going to kill you, you're all currently captured. Be stabilized at the very least. Currently captured. So, how this will work. Didn't expect this to happen so on.
I mean, the rule of large numbers. We don't have any way to attack more than once per turn. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And you put us against a swarm of things that can attack multiple times a turn.
I hadn't. This isn't the fight that I'd prepped for this session, so I didn't. I really didn't expect you guys to take it. Hence why I was constantly asking you guys, "Are you sure you want to go to now?"
I mean, it's either that or just do nothing. And none of us are the do nothing type of people.
If you had waited to do a thing, I had and happened. But instead you had to take this quest. So what happened? You guys get captured and are currently in like a makeshift cage they seem to have. You guys are here for about a full day, so while it is uncomfortable, get a full rest somewhat. Uh, not fully healed. You were about a half HP because it was not a comfort. Get about half your spell saves plus left. Had them. Had them.
So I get one.
Yes.
Mm,
I only used one spell, so
So we're half HP, half spell slots. Are we restrained in any way in this cage, or we're just hurled into this cage?
The apes do watch you for a bit before they do start to fall asleep as it gets late into the night.
Chris, remind me, they physically cannot disarm me because my artifact cannot be taken from me, yes?
Yes, they have not disarmed you. They're not that smart. They've captured you. And they've essentially watched you the full day as you guys have spent 8 hours unconscious as they start to fall asleep. As you guys
Say,
are starting.
as they start to fall asleep, and Moses kind of recognizes this, she will kind of dig in her pocket just very silently as she will pull out a berry and cast Good Berry, which will create 10 berries to appear in my hand. And I am going to kind of nudge everybody to take a berry or two. 2, 4, 6, 8,
Well,
yeah.
there's. Yeah. So
So
that's
I'm,
2 extra HP.
yeah, no, it's going to be extra
Yes.
because I have my staff on me.
Does that count for Goodberry?
It is
So I'm going to keep 3. I'm going to give 3 to Fred, and then 2 to Ebony and 2 to Gary. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. So that should be it.
And what's the modifier for healing with it?
A d6. I don't know where that rolled twice, but
So each berry gives us 4 HP.
6 plus. I'm eating 3.
So, yeah. So that would give us.
I'm gonna heal back 14. So
yeah, that puts me
because
back up
Fred
to that.
is getting 3 berries too, he's going to get 3d6 plus 3. He's gonna heal back 15. Because I'm giving Ebony 2.
Well, it's same with me, so
It is going to be
10.
10. And
22
then
health.
2d6 plus 2.
You don't have to
Well,
roll it again. You
And then
already rolled
14.
2d6.
I'm doing
I,
for each person.
I didn't need 10. I just needed 9, but that's okay.
I mean, I didn't need 14 either, but full health is full health.
as guys uh round a bit to eat. The 2 of the apes are still awake, as if like keeping watch.
we could get out of this. How sturdy is the cage?
It is kind of like a ramshackle one. You probably this somewhere.
Oh,
It
so we could
has
100% just push on it and then break it.
not necessarily. It is still made out of metal. It
Oh, it's
is.
metal.
It
Okay,
is.
never mind.
It is like there's some warped in. None of you are strength-based characters. None of you would be the cage per se. Uh, but there are ways to escape out of it.
Well, first things first.
I
He
can take
looks
care
at
of one of the guards.
he looks at Moses. Can you hit the bigger group with an entangle?
Well, if you
With
don't
what?
recall, they're kind of really bulky and strong, so I don't think it'll do much.
Well, most of them are asleep.
Well, I would wake them up.
They wouldn't be able to get up in time to avoid being grabbed, at least the sleeping ones.
Exactly.
And the other ones, should they come pushing, I could shoot at them, potentially. Is there enough gaps between the metal for me to shoot through?
Oh yeah.
Oh, but yeah, I could shoot through them. But the bigger question is, can someone get us out of the cage?
Mm-hmm.
It's small enough I can squeeze underneath it and squeeze it on out.
But there's two guards. If we could take out the two ones that are awake, we would have a much
Well,
easier time.
how hurt do the two guards look?
They are the two that not.
One of there's three that are. Oh,
Do the
never mind.
entangle first, because once we start doing stuff, they're
Yes,
gonna wake up.
entangle them. At the same time, you open the crate, and then I will take a shot at either the left or right one that's currently awake. And can you get a shot on some form of attack off on the other one, Ebony?
Do you have any AoE spells, Ebony? Do you think you can hit a whole bunch of them and then make them not wake up? Just put them in a permanent slumber. Like we were going to be.
Are they doing fire damage or are they doing?
Fire.
Bludgeoning and fire.
Well, it didn't seem to have too good of an effect on them other than just, normal things. So,
The only AoE that I have that's not fire is my breath weapon.
Save that for
do
when
you
we
have
come
a
up to the
ranged
cage.
attack?
My chromatic orb.
You want to hit the left one? I'll hit the right one that's currently awake after he opens the cage so we can escape. And of course, after you cast the ensnaring. So we hit
Moses
them
will be
hard and
holding her
fast.
hands almost like ready to cast a spell and say, "On your mark."
It's actually on his. As soon as the door opens, we push out and we attack them.
It's a figure of speech.
So, little problem with that. I only know how to disarm traps.
Think of a lock as a trap. It's got a mechanism in it, and you don't want to necessarily ruin the mechanism. You want to manipulate it to your gain, yes?
I will try.
Can Moses?
Oh well. Good thing I have that.
You got better decks than I do, right?
Yeah, if I give you guidance, I wouldn't be able to cast Entangle.
Not to
Okay.
mention that's casting a spell, and they would definitely know we're up to something other than just eating.
All that entangle doesn't.
All right,
Well,
I'm
Well, it's gonna
ready.
get the ones that are asleep.
They're already
yeah,
asleep.
What, the
Wouldn't it though?
entangle? They automatically fail to save.
Yeah.
Not a save.
Entangle's a save.
Entangle's a save.
I always talk about the sleep spell.
Oh, no,
That's
we're
what-
not
Oh
using
no.
sleep.
No, we're talking about using entangle. Well, after he opens the thing.
No, do the
What?
entangle first.
Well, we'd want to do them both at the same time. As soon as the door opens, they cast entangle. So that way they don't have a time to react. And then we get our attacks off following suit.
Managed lock mechanism inside the lock. Uh, uh, the the door itself kind of a bit does open. I will saves at is
It's just one. So we enter phase. Die.
Yay.
That's awesome.
All right, so then you're hitting the chromatic orb with the left one, and then I shoot the right one.
Yes.
And the right one is entangled, so is that advantage to hit it? Or no.
It
I don't remember how entangle interacts fully
Yeah,
with
That's
everything.
fine.
Creatures restrained.
yeah.
Yeah, restrained. Okay, yeah. Cool. So then this is for the one that got restrained that is awake. Nice! Double 16. No, I'm shooting the restrained one, and then the chromatic orb gets thrown at the other one. 7 gold.
7.
Not the best, but it's better than nothing.
And chromatic orb.
Oh shit.
No.
That's oh, by the way, the 16 it was minus. Did you get any points?
No, I didn't. No, I
Okay.
didn't do anything. I
Okay.
was the last one to go down.
No.
Yeah. Or sorry, you
Good
were, but
news.
yeah.
But the nat one fails hit this ape as
Too bad half of them are now entangled in vines. It's a bit more of a fair fight now.
For now.
I said a bit.
And I have a -4 to that.
Why is that where the nat 20 is?
Okay, so
Fuck.
Hold on, I rolled a nat 20 and I still don't go before the apes. Wow, they got good decks.
it has a minus.
3 now.
Long rest. That wasn't
Guys,
necessarily the
didn't
most
get this-
stressful.
Guys, not remove caution.
Okay.
Not having a
It doesn't change initiative order much anyways, so...
I already changed mine down to 16.
Even then, that one didn't change it. They still have top of the initiative.
So these ones are tangled or asleep. Weirdly seem to stay asleep. At least these ones.
Oh.
Okay.
It's just a blanket of weaves.
Yes.
That's-
This one
Sure.
tries to use action. Fails.
Fails.
These are awake.
They're dashing over, I take it.
No.
Yeah, no, those guys are just moving their movement.
They can't fully get on. Attacks against Ebony and attacks against Texas. That is attacks hit him. Not so high on the damage.
9,
And
10,
hit on Fred.
15.
Fred, that is
And damage. I was really scared that was gonna be a big number.
yeah. They're finally rolling the amount of damage I. 10 damage. Gary.
Alright. Okay, I'm not moving just yet. I had to let go and I was trying to plan something out. Where can we leave the cage? Any specific direction or?
The
Hey buddy, pal, how hardy do you feel?
Well, I've got all my healing back.
Okay, let me see how I can position this. There's no way I can position that does not hit Ebony. Yeah, but then I'd have to get in range of one and then out of range, because doing that I get in range of this one here.
can
Just
move
do it.
in this space. You take an attack of art. Hey.
No, I'll move. So I'm gonna move into the space right here. I'm just gonna keep my token separate real quick so that way I can grab it again. But I'm one up. And I'm going to squeeze past basically so I can cast this way without hitting my friends. Hopefully.
Dex.
Yeah, it's a bunch of dex saves because it's straight up just the best I can do for AoE.
They all 6.
That's okay. I couldn't care less. I just need them to fucking die. 6 damage each. Oh, and because... Oh no, Arcane Ablation would have worn off because it's been over an hour. Never mind. I said it working back, but nah.
Well, the 3 that were bloody before looked barely alive, and that wasn't.
Wonderful. I can attack with as a bonus action with a dagger in the offhand, right? Or no?
Dagger in your. You have cross.
No,
Then you
that's
can't
why I'm
do
not. Okay, so I need that before I could do that. Okay.
I
Goals
highly
to work
recommend that.
towards.
for Gary,
Goals
by
to
the
work
way.
towards. Alright, give me one attack of opportunity first and foremost. Top one. Youch.
Ouch.
Yowza.
That is
Alright, that is 19
19
damage. Ouch.
Yeah, you froze this guy's facial hair off, like the fuzz around its face. That's bad, and it decks you.
Don't say they were nothing nice for you guys. Give me another one.
Are you moving back?
Nope, give me another one. I'm moving away from that one. 16, that hits. Give me the damage. We down. But I no longer have a reaction, so you guys can flow through without being attacked.
Hey,
That's why I did
Moses.
that.
Grumbly. I can't go into Ebony Square and switch places with her, correct?
You can use your bonus action to them back, and if they're willing.
You can also just walk out because they no longer have a reaction to stop you.
I know what she's trying to do.
Yeah, I'm
Did
just
she
trying to shield Ebony.
did she get her summons back?
It's once per long rest, but it was a fake long rest, so I'm not sure if I would
Well,
be able
your
to.
bear got its long. Yes.
Okay, so my bear got my long rest.
Ooh, we could use
Oh.
that.
It was inside the mark. It got its full.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So, how to do this? Because it'll take an action to be able to summon my summon from my mark. Correct?
Yes.
Correct. Yeah. Okay. So I will use my action to be able to summon Fuzzy from it. So he doesn't have the PTSD of the other fight of being one shot. And I will use my bonus action to be able to hopefully go between Ebony's legs and shove her behind me. So I take over her space. Will you be willing?
Ebony puts her quarterstaff between her legs and stops you.
No, you wouldn't be willing?
Not this time. I have a plan.
Okay, then that would take my bonus action still, correct?
No, if she's not willing.
So then I'll just healing word Gary instead then. And then D6. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, hey, look, the damage I just took has been reversed. I still feel like shit.
At least
Thank
roll.
you.
Bonus action, that is my turn. As my big ol' small little fuzzy tusk bear will growl at them. Rawr.
Ebony.
Question. Out of character. I know you said that we technically didn't get a long rest, but
Get-
my breath weapon says once per day. Would this be a new day?
It is the same day, yes.
Oh,
Okay. All right, that's fine.
It's only been 8 hours.
I like that. I like that.
That's fine. That is fine. Okay, so she. She fires magic missile at the one in front of her, and if at any point it goes down while the missiles are going at it, the missiles will continue to the next one, and if it goes down, the missiles will go to the next one. You get what I'm saying?
Are you just shooting them in a straight line?
Yes, sir. So, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Knockdown 2. The first two killed were the exact amount of it had left for the first one, and then the second one.
Okay, and then for her movement, she is going to come out here next to Gary. Actually, she'll go down just a little bit further. And that's her turn.
Fred.
Well, Fred is going to use his bonus action to spend a couple of his dice. And then this one in front of him is gonna get glazed. Nine points.
That one is.
And then Fred will move over. Fred will move. Fred will move. There. I'm done.
Okay. Ape's turn. Only one of them is able to do anything. That one will attack Fred. This one is going to try to use their action to escape. And succeed. And instead of moving, he is just going that back. And the other ones are going to stop. They are,
Very stuck in.
and they are prone stuck. So I'll just Gary.
Well, first things first, I'm gonna stand up, obviously.
You have 10
Um,
H. Yeah, you have 10 HP.
Yes, I do have 10 HP. Thank you for that. And the one that's trying to run away, I'm just gonna level drag at it and just take a shot. And miss.
It doesn't look like it's trying to run away. It was just getting out of the fire.
Hmm. I like this position. I'm gonna stay here.
You know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's schwacking time. As I may have -4, but Fuzzy does not. I am going to ferociously strike, and I think we agreed that this is going to take a bonus action from me, but I get to use my action to make him attack, right? So he'll do an extra d6 damage. Or I still have to make a melee attack.
You would still have to make the melee.
Anyway, my bear is going to attack this biggest thing that I want to do. He has a multi-attack, so 1 bite and 1 claw to the one that is bloodied. Right next to Fred.
Oh, I
Click
killed 2.
damage.
Bite. There's a bite
there
first,
we
see
go.
if it kills.
First one kills. I'll go
Okay.
against this one.
He'll do a sweeping claw attack, and then I hit the one that's in range of him. So yes.
Okay. Looking very close to death.
As Moses will to try and make the Fuzzy try and roar back. Intimidation. But that is her action to be able to make him attack, so that is her turn.
Okay. Ebony.
Okay, so Ebony is going to move over this way. So she gets a clear line at the ones that are entangled. And
Very much go after the one in the back.
she is going to use Chill Touch on the one that is not in the entanglement.
My knees.
Okay. touch
and
is,
miss.
yeah.
It has a range of 120 feet.
Yeah, Jolt Touch is deceptive. It's not touch based.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That misses. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
forget that.
Okay. Fred.
I have an idea of what that one in the back is gonna do. I'm gonna beat him to it. Use one of my spell slots to
Are you making the here?
I'm making a flaming spear.
In roof deck. Okay. Are you just putting it there, or are you slamming it?
It's gonna ram the one next to it.
Okay. So
Isn't that gonna ignite all of the vines now?
it is.
It'll take some
Although-
time, and they're all gonna feel the burn.
They all take 1 fire damage from getting fire. As the entangle is burned away.
And it auto hits that one since it was restrained, yeah?
Dex.
Yeah.
It doesn't auto hit.
Well, they auto fail deck saves if they're restrained.
This
And
one
since they didn't break
auto-
out until it was burned away, that one would be
takes
auto hit.
damage. Now none of them. Is that your
But
turn?
they're still prone though.
Yep.
Which is gonna limit their movement.
Hey, apes. Actually, no. I think is attacks against. Really?
Okay.
Now. Angry.
2, 3, 4. Okay. I am able to use my reaction to absorb some of those elements, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Take.
Twenty damage? Okay. So I am down to 4 HP. I
And
am
then
very, very
These
hurt.
apes are gonna gang up on the.
No, not my baby. Oh my
Thankfully,
goodness. Okay, let's just say he's dead.
only 2 hit, I believe. They see.
12.
Well, it's only.
Yeah, only 2 hit.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10.
Oh,
Over.
yeah, he-
Yep, down.
Hey, he ate their attacks. He tanked. Gary.
This one's coming for me?
Yes.
Alright, you know
Oh.
what? You wanna fight me? Come and fight me. This is, you're supposed to roll good in this situation. Alright, well, come on then. That's all I can do.
Those two that are still within 5 feet of the flaming spear have to make the deck save again.
One fail. Regardless, do they take half damage if
Yes.
they both die?
Okay, that's settled.
Oh, I even forgot it was my turn. Whoops. uh, so no one is in range of that, really. So would their saving throws would not get, my DC saves would not get the -4, correct? Okay.
They have these odds. So
If you have trouble hitting, though, it might be a good alternative.
She will look at the one that is running towards her allies. They can kind of understand, right? Or they would just be more apish and wouldn't understand a single thing that we're talking
they're
about.
still brute.
Vicious Mockery still won't fucking do anything.
Yeah, it would.
They have to understand me. Oh no, they can just hear me and not have to understand me.
They get the sentiment behind the insult.
Okay. She'll look at the one that's running towards her party and saying, "Hey, you're kind of stinky looking." She'll do Vicious Mockery towards them. Just trying to give him disadvantage.
Thanks
Just some
psychic damage.
He goes, oh!
Advantage on his next attack.
Yep.
It's just like, ugh! You called me stinky?
Is that your turn?
Are you gonna
Is
move?
Is Fred bloodied? Is he looking
Not
hurt?
even. Barely. He's barely hurt right now. Heal
She will
thyself.
move down. Yeah, this is a good middle between everybody. Yeah. She'll move 15 feet down this way.
That
Yeah.
puts back to this one.
Blind to. Yeah, like he'll try and focus me over anyone else.
Okay.
Oh, he
Yeah.
might be upset at me still. Who knows?
Yeah, and that will be her turn.
Ebony.
All right. The one that is trying to run at Gary is getting a magic missile. And if all 3 missiles have to take to kill it, that's fine. But if it dies before all 3 missiles are spent, then this one is the next target. So here we go. 1, 2, 3.
It took all 3, but just barely. If one of the first it doesn't either.
Okay. That is her turn.
Red, you're up.
Bonus action, gonna move the ball here. And then slam it into that guy to its left. Failure. More than 5 damage, please. You son of a bitch.
Okay, it is.
Where I'm standing, it's gonna get a glaive attack. Yep.
Do you have
Eight.
reach on glaives?
Well,
Ooh.
the nice glaive attack. Did the 9
Chris?
damage kill it, Chris?
Oh, 9. Uh. Get a minus. Last attacks.
It misses both times.
Last living ape. Barely alive.
I swear, this thing better fucking work this time.
Yep, you kill it.
Hey, yeah! Finally, you shoot straight. Couldn't you do that with the other shots?
Now that the adrenaline has kind of worn off,
Who
Life is
falls out?
pain.
Fred falls out.
well, 3 of you have scars. One of you rolled an odd number, and you have an injury.
Oh. That's not how I thought this worked.
So all of us have scars besides Gary, who has an injury?
Yes, it was
Go lay
even
down.
or odds. I was.
Gotcha.
Gary. Like, now that you like around a lot in the adrenaline, I feel like you have a broken.
I was literally going to say that too.
Those the punches to chest.
That's what I was going to say earlier. Is after like this all wore off, you would just be like, "Oh, I feel like I broke a couple ribs from that."
The rest of you had, because of the fire, they were instantly surprised, but you do have burns. Roll a d4.
All of us, or just those three? Okay. Oh,
Ebony and Fred, your burn scars are on your face.
Oh, lovely.
Moses, your burn scar is on.
That's not raising my charisma, right?
It doesn't. It doesn't raise or lower it. No. Might have other effects. But yes.
Gary's gonna like come walk over to them. Man, looking at you guys, like you're clutching his chest. Looking at you guys compared to me, it looks like I didn't get hit at all. And then he'll just double forward, just in a bunch of pain.
Okay, Fred's gonna go around chopping off heads.
Well, ours may be on the outside. Your pain's on the inside. I can feel it, but I can't do nothing about it.
Well, before I go
It's
chop off heads, just in case,
like
I'm gonna
alright.
use 2 healing dice on our Mozzie, Moses, and 1
Moses.
on Gary.
Yay. Give me
It's
that
just a
healing.
couple broken ribs. What's the harm of that, right?
The the healing does not fix your broken rib, but you feel the pain. So
Uh,
it's
so I
kind
get
of it feels like you like pinched a nerve, but in your side, so it's still painful.
well, on the bright side, I'm no longer bloody, so Fred effectively just stopped my bleeding, and I'm now no longer actively dying, pretty much. Yay!
Are the rest of you focus on collecting parts from the apes?
Yes.
The heads are not
Uh,
needed. You collect a hand from. As the rest of you start collecting the hands from the apes, Gary, make a wisdom save.
uh, it's fair.
The
It's
plate is in
fair.
your hand. Feel the urge to clutch it to your.
Oh, what's the harm? I'm just gonna use this. Just gonna basically put it over his chest and just kind of lay down. He's done with today. He wants to rest.
The rest of you perception checks. Hey,
Yeah.
uh,
Man, I guess you guys really are concerned for the broken rib, huh?
uh, Moses and Fred, you see it out of like the eye as you guys are cutting off the hands of these apes, and not Moses, Gary has kind of laid down and is clutching the thing to his chest, and you guys see that as he is doing this, or as soon as he like kind of like lays down with his eyes closed, the plate that he is holding in his chest disintegrates.
Uh-oh.
Gary, you are no longer in pain.
Well, that's a positive.
Feel fine. In fact, you feel powerful.
Does that heal me at all or no?
You don't have a broken
Huh. He'll just kind of open his eyes and just kind of like sit up confused, trying to like feel his chest.
chest is covered in like a type of like dust or ashes.
So now his hands are covered in that. He's just kind of looking at them.
Fred rubs his face.
Chest feels
Oh, Gary. Gary,
That's a
Gary.
problem.
Just slightly?
But I don't feel in pain, and it feels like my rib is fixed.
powerful.
He's not necessarily going to say that yet.
Yeah, but what's the cost, Gary? What's the cost?
After Moses is done chopping off one of the hands that she was working on, she'll walk over to Gary and just stare at him, just while he's looking on the ground, kind of feeling himself up to make sure that he's okay. She'll kind of just stare at him and just wonder what just happened in front of her own eyes.
So he's gonna think for a second, then he's gonna quickly take off his backpack, rummage through it, and pull out a couple of the bottles from his alchemist set, and then start collecting the dust that was on him into it. No idea what that was or what just happened, but maybe this can help learn.
You just call it bottle of or vial of aberrant dust. I'm gonna keep it.
All right. Yeah.
Moses will just grab a hold of Gary's hand once he's done and try and flip his arm around to make sure the sigil isn't somewhere's on him and inscribed on him, almost like her mark of her pets.
Okay, are you checking his hands and arms?
Hands, arms, going around a like lost dog trying to sniff it out almost.
Are you going attempt to take his clothes off to check? Or no?
Flips them up. Like if there's any
No.
loose clothing, like a shirt, she'll kind of peer.
He'll be like
she'll
swatting at you, like, what are you doing? Stop that!
she'll keep doing it.
Make an investigation check at disadvantage.
Investigation disadvantage.
And
4?
with his swatting to keep your hands away, you do not see. You don't see it on his hands or arms. You don't see it anywhere.
Harry, please just sit still. You may have been inscribed in a magical way or blessed with the beasts like me. I'm just trying to look. Stop swatting.
Look,
I will.
Gary.
the
I
only
will-
person who is going to investigate my body for any markings is going to be me. And it's not going to be now.
Well, who knows what type of effects it could have? You could die in an instant.
I will share to you what. It is now in the party magic items tab. Do not say what it does out loud.
Oh. Okay.
As Gary insists that
Um,
he's okay and he's gonna look over
yeah.
himself, Moses will kind of just slap her hands down to her sides and go back to collecting the hands with Fred. Well, if you're gonna die, it's not gonna be on my watch.
I won't die.
Better not.
Y'all get the 12, the H for the 12 hands.
I thought it was
When
13.
brightness count.
There's one underneath this one.
Okay. So, y'all gather 13 hands and put them in the one of the sacks that you guys have, and start making your way, like very tired, back to the city.
Yes.
You are traveling some of the way through the night, so the forest is rather creepy. But uh by around noon day, you are making it back to the city.
Head straight for the guild.
You guys make it back. The guards have they wince as they see the two big scars on two faces. Uh, they let you through, and you guys get to the guild hall. The receptionist also winces at the two scars, but accepts the 13 hands and takes them back, and then comes back with 13 gold pieces uh as the reward. Right side, you guys can go get that armor.
Yeah, I'm gonna, once we get that, I'm gonna go get armor. Cause, like, I don't like being hit that hard.
It is the day after it was finished, so you can just go pick it up. Uh, you'd be paying the other half. So it would have been the
8,
yes, 8 gold.
which I will pay in full.
So you get your armor. Do you put it on immediately?
If I can.
Okay. You just go into like a changing room. They have in the blacksmith, and you just change into your new armor. The glowing or the warm feeling on your chest as soon as you put on the armor, it kind of pulses, and there the parts of the I already showed you what the character would look like with the armor, but there are parts in the armor that are just kind of like a whitish leather in between the
Oh.
pieces of the armor. They grow bright purple
Oh.
as your armor sinks to what happened.
He just kind of examines it for a moment and looks over it. Fascinating. Short.
You just come out the
What?
armor looking different than when it did when you went in.
Yeah, I mean, he's not gonna say anything about it. He's just gonna thank the blacksmith and carry on. Like
Yeah.
compliment him for his amazing job.
Moses will look at his armor and say, "See, look at the upgrades that I did to your armor. Isn't it fantastic? Aren't you so happy with it?"
You don't question that it's glowing, or do you?
Well, she would just think that it was some type of magical effect
Ah.
the blacksmith put on it with the
The
stuff
same
that
thing
she
carry
gave
on.
him.
Yeah, when you were changing into your new set of armor, you notice the thing that was on the plate before is now on your chest.
Oh.
Ah,
You
So
guys
the
As
show him the
sigil is
symbol?
now on his chest.
yes, you guys don't see it, but he did.
Did you guys show him the symbol from the plate? Out of curiosity?
no.
Nuh-uh.
Hmm. That's just a thought. Maybe he might know something about it.
The blacksmith?
You never know.
Well, I don't have the scribe with me. You have the scribe with you, and I think Emily wrote it down. But I don't waste paper like that. Those are dead trees, and dead trees help you breathe. Dead trees can't really help you breathe if they're dead.
Are you gonna insight?
Yes, he's inciting.
You don't trust your best friend? Fuck you!
Kind of eyes him for a second, then shrugs.
Alright,
Ebony, you sense that there might be
hold on.
something off,
I,
but you
I
do not
got
know
this.
what.
Gary?
He's not necessarily lying about anything, but he
He's just
doesn't
omitting.
necessarily seem like he's speaking his full mind.
He's omitting the truth.
What? Should I go ask him?
Well, it doesn't hurt to ask now, does it? Mr. Goliath, we have a question for you. I know you did amazing work on the armor, and you were so fantastic, but my friend's very confused about his armor piece, about some type of sigil or something. I know you might not know more about it, because I definitely don't know more about it, but you might know more about it. So, Gary, what's the sigil thingy jiggy called? It's kind of scary. We kind of harvested
The
from like a dead
Goliath once
wolf.
again puts his hand on your shoulder. Down little.
Thank you.
I do not know anything about sigils. The armor looks shiny than when I touched it, but I'm not an enchanter. Must be something to do with that, whatever that plating was that had me put on.
Hmm.
I am no enchanter. I'm no mage.
Well, I
Somebody
thank you
somewhere
anyways
else
for
for
the
that.
quality. I thank you for the quality. And what do I add to my inventory, Chris?
Abyssal leather armor.
Whoa. That sounds fun.
It is just leather armor, aside from what the handout I gave you before.
Yeah, that sounds fun though. What a name.
So, are you guys going to spend the next 4 days resting to regain
Yes.
your to get rid of the exhaustion?
Aye, aye.
Yes.
I think it's a smart thing to do, yeah.
Okay. You guys look around to see if there's anybody who can heal your scarring.
Fred's gonna keep it.
Oh,
Yeah, it's character.
okay. What it's gonna do is it's gonna make you have a minus 1d4 on persuasion checks, but a plus 1.
I would. Fred's very convincing anyway.
Okay. Just keep track of that. If you like, write it down on your something that you have a minus 1.
Would I have any disadvantages to or any advantages to the scar on my right arm?
The scar on your right arm isn't gonna do much. The reason it's doing something for the people who have it on their face is because it is
It's
very
'cause it's
visible.
visible. Yeah.
Your scar isn't gonna be very visible unless you take off your arm.
Moses will kind of embrace her little scar as she'll kind of get berry resin and kind of rub it in and kind of make it look like a flame again. Almost look like the little things like it's colored. It's like a tattoo almost.
See if that does anything later on.
Well, it's healed. If it's a healed scar, yeah.
It was cauterized. It's still a wound. Uh, yes.
Eh.
Is there anything you guys do in the next few days of downtime?
Um,
I know eventually within the 4 days we would probably go back to the guild hall to see what type of quests and things that they have, but I'm not sure if we would be eager enough to pick up a quest until we're fully rested.
The guild receptionist see how exhausted you are and tell you no.
Fair enough.
Well, we're just looking. It's not like we're gonna pick one up today.
Nothing new
I-
seems to pop up. You guys are capable of.
Let's
Moses
just
will just sigh and turn to Ebony and say, Ebony, you said you wanted to go visit your parents or something. You think we can take a trip there? Do you think we can go on the road and just relax a little bit and see the forest and it'll be a good little adventure and out of this big huge town with way too many people in it and not enough animals.
Moses, not until we're healed.
What? We've stayed here
No,
for like 30 days.
no,
I'm getting city sickness. I'm gonna die. And she's going to fake put her hand on her head, just try. She's just
Moses,
making a really bad performance check. Oh,
Moses, we need to
wow.
heal. The road is fraught with dangers.
As she's just kind of flopped in your arm.
but the city's a danger to my health.
The city you've lived in for.
Yeah, yeah. It's making me so sick, so claustrophobic.
Moses, enough.
Lizzie's will kind of just straighten back up and just kind of huff over her shoulders and kind of duck her head.
How big her hometown is.
Oh. Okay, I guess I could suck it up for one more day and then we can be on the road. Even though there isn't much danger out like a day away from this little place, right?
we'll be okay, Moses.
Hey, Chris,
Separated
how
side.
much would it cost to get like basic chemical reagents so that way I could run just some tests on the dust just to try and glean any information from it?
Like a basic alchemy set. Have an
Oh, I already
alchemy set.
have the basic set, but do I not have? Do I have the resources as well?
You have the very basic stuff. you wouldn't be able to make potions and stuff, right? But you could like test.
Is there anything I could, like work with the dust to just try and get any information from it about what it could do?
The make an alchemy tool intelligence.
Intelligence phase. Ooh.
The as you test it, because you're not exhausted.
No, I didn't take any shots after. The only thing that hit me was the broken rib, which I feel great.
After like a day of testing on it, it has like the same reaction as like iron powder.
Oh,
So it's just a metallic substance, like some kind of like
okay.
maybe embrit.
That can be really useful. I just need to get a couple other powders, and then I can do something fun with that. Okay. I was expecting that to take longer, so I guess just rest for now.
After 4 days of resting and getting your exhaustion, uh, getting rid of that, does Ebony ask around to see if how they can get rid of the skull? They just want to keep.
Ebony would ask around to see how she would be able to get rid of the scar and possibly ask around to see where she might be able to find some armor for herself.
Uh, make an investigation check. Okay. The you do find out like an easy way to heal the scar would be to get a priest, like a clerics, to fix it with a lesser restoration. Uh, However, a lot of the clerics you find are a little more uh or a little less willing to fix it for cheap. They have high opinions of their skills and do not want to spend it on somebody they do not know. So if you want to get it fixed by one of them, it would cost you like 10 gold.
Looks like we might be scarred for a little bit.
She goes to the academy.
You can't get into the academy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you are no longer a student, and the academy is in its down. It's out of season. It is none of the teachers are even at the school.
Would she know where the cleric teacher is?
Would not know. The teachers didn't tell you where they.
But we do know one of the 9 restaurants that Chunk live at, and then Chunk can help us direct to another teacher to be able to make to that teacher. Dun, dun,
You
What?
don't
dun.
even know if the teachers live in this city.
But we do know Chunk is here.
You know Chunk could be at one of the restaurants.
And Chunk could have an idea.
She would let the scar go for now and go find somebody to ask about some armor for her.
Mages do not have proficiency in armor, but you could, if you had enough money, get an arcane robe that could do something like that. They
How
are a
much do
bit
you need
more
for one of
costly.
those?
Well, she goes to inquire how much it would cost then.
Okay. Uh,
Do you think your parents might have a room for you? No, you can probably fit into your mother's clothing or your father's. I'm not too sure. I know the orphans gave me their clothes off of like other kids that they grew out
Moses,
of.
it
Yes?
doesn't work that way.
No.
A basic mage's robe costs you 25 gold. Will just it'll use your intelligence AC.
Okay.
There is a more expensive option, which is just it essentially always applies to mage armor. But that one is 50 gold.
Okay. Well, she's got more money to save up, but she would thank the vendor and walk away.
How much gold do you have right now?
20.
I have 5.
Did you go with her?
I mean, if you want to like go shopping, you wouldn't mind because he's got nothing to do. It's just kind of relax, chill, do nothing, and wait until you guys are feeling okay.
Over this session, we would have 5 gold each from that variant wolf from the start, and then we would have 3 gold each from the ape.
Right. I've been keeping track of my gold.
As have I. I just made a full down payment on my armor.
Yeah.
Well,
Always.
Gary, if you would like to loan her the money for a
We'll
basic
take out
mage's
the
robe.
coins and toss them your way. You being up and helping is more valuable than you not being up.
We'll hold out 5 gold coins too and say, I'll help my Ebony. Ebony always helps me out.
Moses, I only need 5 gold. Thank you, though.
3 from
I've
me
got
and
the.
2 from him.
All right, all right. And hands 2 back to Gary.
You mean 3? Because she wants to
Whatever.
give you 3.
Yes. However, it works out.
So you purchase the basic mage's robe?
Yes.
Okay. Add mage robe. And now your AC goes based off of intelligence.
Okay.
What's funny is that would actually give me more AC than what I'm running with for Dex based AC.
You don't have proficiency.
You're right, I don't. If I did, that would give me more AC.
Only only full casters.
Okay. That helps my armor class a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit.
It's not meant to be like a good piece of gear. It's the basic piece of gear.
Right.
You can also get them further enchanted or upgraded in the future, depending on where you go. With the 4 days passing, with you resting and stocking up whatever else to buy.
Oh, we'll need more rations if we're gonna go out again.
Yeah.
Let's find out where we're going before we go by ration.
Yeah.
Well, I do also have good berries, so I can feed us every single day.
Good berry. As long as you keep a first level spell slot, you not need to consume rations.
Sure.
And we can just pocket the rest, so then we can eat one in the morning and then one in the afternoon.
You only need to eat one a day. But
Yes.
So then you just eat one. So you eat one for dinner, and then you pocket the rest, and then tomorrow you eat one for breakfast, and you're good for the day.
but they go fast.
After
Yeah.
24 hours.
After 24 hours.
Okay. So, you guys head to the guild after that?
Yeah.
Okay. Fred, we'll say you're the first one in. As soon as you walk through the doors, you see your friend Harry.
Yeah.
No, Eddie.
Ed,
Eddie. See your friend Eddie Trimble. Uh, come rushing over to you. You see this guy. Gull went to the academy with him. He is a monk by trade.
I remember you.
Oh, Mr. Underpants! I remember you too.
Uh,
was
he rushes over to Fred and says, "Help us." And you see the rest of his party is he looks relatively fine, but the rest of his party is fairly beaten up. They're sitting over at a table, and he says, "Went on a mission, a giant spider. While we did that, chased out by X. Not expected to be there. We do not want to get the penalty for failing the quest. Speak. We go back and finish them."
Fred looks at the others.
You should have seen the flame waves we kind of got captured by. But we did kill them, though. Do you think a berry would help? I know we kind of already ate 4 of them. But I do have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 left. Do you guys want some berries?
Once they are healer and get them back up, and we kind of ran. Um, they would appreciate. Assuming it's a good berry.
They are
Well,
very
the
good and
other good
tasty.
berries, they come from me.
Okay. They have. You just walk over and hand them one each.
Yeah.
Okay. They'll take it and accept it. It and fashion today. Uh,
What was the reward that you were offered for your quest?
killing the giant spider. I believe 10 gold. Be to get the giant spider. Uh, we did successfully kill. Saw where the nest. The insects were too injured. Fight them off. Fighting the giant to help you.
Fred,
Yes,
what do you say? A quarter of the reward?
that sounds fair.
So you guys don't get penalized. We get a little bit for helping you, and we get the token of appreciation by you. Isn't that right, Mr. Underpants?
That
I'm sure we can do that.
I'm sure they will be willing to give you extra for killing the extra insects. So a quarter of the reward for killing the extra beasts. Well, that seems like
Have a
a
deal.
fair trade.
Have a deal. Uh, my friends, he pointed to an Aracoke that is able to look. Um, he's either missing an eye or the cut is only eyebrow and he has. But you, instead, he dropped his sword, running. So, let us. If you are ready now, we can. Go.
Moses will kind of be peeking on the damaged eye side to see if the dude sees her or doesn't see her, as she's just checking out the other party.
Well, the other eye is
Moses.
fully functional, watching you.
Moses,
Oh,
leave him
shit.
alone.
Healing him? Yeah.
Moses, come over here and save your spells.
If we're gonna help them, we're gonna need them. So what
Right.
insects attacked you guys?
Because them was very big. Others were. I
So it was
don't know much
one
about.
big one and then
I
a
didn't take
swarm.
monster anatomy or anything like that. I do not know exactly what
We don't need to know the name, just a general idea. So just one big one and then a swarm?
bunch of swarm.
Okay. How many
Sounds
legs
like
did the
we've
big one have?
sounds like we've
Okay.
got our next quest, gentlemen and lady.
Ain't my lady. You heard that? I heard that, Mr. Underpants. We've
And
got you. It's to kind of knee his elbow. Elbow his knee.
just if you would, one more question. If any of you got hit by them, what did it feel like? Were they trying to bite you? Were they trying to spit stuff at you?
It was definitely biting.
Okay.
I managed to knock
That's
them away from me before my allies over there bear as much. Um,
that's good to know at least.
go. He turns to his party back, starts walking outside the out of the guild.
Do you
Red
think you
Bug.
can have a short rest or something so you can heal back some before we go, or do you think that they're going to eat your spider?
I worry that they eat the spider yet.
And we have no time to lose.
Yeah, it's only about half a day away. Um, and quickly
Does
starts
he
leading
look
you toward.
does he look bloodied? Is he like stable? Does
He
he need
he
any healing?
looks he looks fine. Damage. He's not damaged. He looks slightly tired, but that's probably because they were running for half a day.
Yeah.
Uh, and he was probably carrying one of his allies.
Yeah. Okay.
Guys, start running in or speed walk direction of that eventually make it to looks to be like a like a cave inside of like a big hill. Like it could have been like a mine at some point, abandoned ago. Uh, Eventually get into a very webbed filled area.
Yeah.
The cave where you see a
Ooh.
dead spider.
Over where? Where the sword
Oh,
is.
it's the sword.
You see Eddie walk over quickly and grab this.
Wait.
Put it on
Uh,
and trying. And he just the spider does look like some of its parts were been eaten, dragged away. But he goes grabs the venom sac from the pouch. The nest um ready for a fight.
Always.
I've been waiting for one, at least for the past 4 days. Uh,
Start going.
Moses will be kind of quick behind him.
that's what Gary.
What's weird, you guys go down a minute, so you start to see torches that are still lit along the way. As it gets brighter, the pathway gets as it goes out into a large area that is well coming out.
Ooh.
Are you guys gonna be stealthing?
Yes.
Uh-oh. Stealth.
Bit bright in here to be stealthy, to be honest.
Double rolled mine, of
But you
course.
moving silently, trying to move. Yeah, they might see you, but they're kind of like there's kind of in the
Not like snapping twigs and making loud noises.
you trying to like let's see. Half proficient.
I don't have good decks. I have okay decks.
We are not gonna have this fight this session because it take a while. I don't like to cut combats in half. But I will say, from where you guys are, see 3 robed figures that are dead, and look like they parts of them have been like a, and then the at least like parts you see like the hole have been dug by hive-minded insects, and then you see a very large one that seem to have noticed, like kind of curled up in a ball at the end of that is where we start this
That's all good.
Dun, dun, dun.
up next.